It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Some of you guys may have caught the live stream going over some of the new features, new updates, and some of the other things that we covered. But today I'm going to be coming at you with the new story mode. I want to show you some of the updates in case you guys aren't there yet, and the team that I'm using to get through the story mode, seeing as there is healing decrease buffs, shield capacity decreases, and debuff resistance on the enemies. So they're definitely a good force to be reckoned with. Now the setup I'm going through with here is dark cacao with apple jellies. I need to get some better apple jellies upgraded to increase his damage resistance, but the main stat I focused on here was critical, because with the new monument doing a damage increase of up to 20%, which I got upgraded to 15%, and the research lab having those upgrades too, critical damage can now do a little bit more than searing damage if done correctly. And the way critical works on apple jellies, which I've covered in another video, but I'll explain really quickly here, is critical percent is how likely you are to hit a critical attack. So that is why I'm running apple jelly on dark cacao. I'm running the searing raspberries on eclair, full cooldown with a high cooldown percentage on cotton. I'm going to be getting better cooldowns for pure vanilla, but for the time, solid almonds with damage resistance and good cooldown. And then cooldown for parfait for that healing as well. And so I'm also using the new treasure, which is the Hurricane Song. And at max level, it has a 6-second charge with a cooldown of 60 seconds, but that is because it does 430% damage to all enemies in an area damage attack, equal to the highest attack ally cookie you have, and 1448% to non-cookie targets. So, here we go. Let's start with the next episode. Alright. Now, story mode is going to be a little bit easier than the dark mode, of course. But I just wanted to show you what teams we're taking through. And we're going to go through all the story missions, too. I like the new sludge cookie hounds. They're kind of adorable. So as you can see, we got through without taking too much damage. And now we're going to get a cutscene before we get to the next point. Okay, apparently no cutscene on that one. That's okay, though. The cutscene from the first one was in the live stream, so I apologize that that's not available here. Part of me is wondering when we get to the last boss if it's going to be the Oreo cookie dragons or not. But I am excited to see that. That just may be an upcoming feature, though, because we saw Caramel Arrow in the title screen, but we haven't seen Caramel Arrow able to be gotten yet. So maybe with the next upcoming update, maybe there will be a secondary banner in like 2 weeks that presents Caramel Arrow. Not sure, but it will be interesting to find out. It is a very icy, snowy region with the new episode. I am appreciating that. I like the aesthetic of it. It's very dark and grim. Okay, almost done with 13-5. Giant enraged snowman. Still pulling out a lot of damage. I'll actually show you the statistics at the end to show you how Strom Dark Cacao is hitting with the full apple jelly build. Just so you can get an idea. 1.6 million, so doing a little bit more than Eclair is. And Eclair has a full searing setup, so hopefully that can give you an idea. Look at the cute little village. Huh. Grandpappy, look over there. Put some milk on the fire, lad. We have guests. Over here, travelers, this way. Oh, wow. Thanks for letting us in. What was that? A local variety of a lion? It's mane. So fierce. Ah, ran into one of those beasts, I see. No need to fret anymore. You're safe here. Besides, cookies should help cookies, no? It's a shame that our own king will not help us. But it's times like these where the milk village shine. For we are stalwart and strong. Here now, have some warm milk and heat yourselves up. An excellent offer. Thank you, kind cookie. Wait, what did you mean you have your own king who won't help? You're not from the Dark Cacao Kingdom, are you? No wonder you're so lightly dressed for the cold. You must be coming from the south, right? My dear guests. What is it like? Is it always warm? Tell me everything. Now, Grandpappy, we talked about this. First, you must answer our question. What do you mean your king won't help? The Watchers once produced us, kept us safe, but ever since they stopped their patrols, wild beasts have been prowling about. Our village is still hanging in there. Others have scattered to other lands. Rumors say that entire tribes and clans have become bandits. So that might be a hint to some updates coming up. That's interesting. Huh, that's weird. Dark Cacao Cookie isn't helping other cookies. The king has locked the citadel gates. As of late, he's fixated on strengthening the great wall that defends the kingdom from Licorice She. I am not speaking ill of King Dark Cacao Cookie. After all, the kingdom and our tribe have been allies for generations. We brought a letter from a friend of Dark Cacao Cookie. I'm sure he'll be happy to read it. But no one is allowed inside the Black Citadel. How are you going to deliver the letter? It has been long since I've laid my eyes upon the king. The king swore to be our shield, but where has he gone? Are the talks true? Is that king nothing more an echo of the past? Interesting. Is there anything else we can interact with here? We can get little quips from all the people, but it looks like that is all we can do there. Let us move on to 13-6. So yeah, the tribes that have scattered, that were snow tribes, to different regions that may become bandits. That is very interesting. I'm wondering if that means that we'll get like even bigger expansions of region that we can explore, that will show these bandits, or snow bandits, I guess we could say. As you can see, this team's still doing just fine as far as getting through these stages. Haven't run into any trouble just yet. One thing we could do is save the Song of the Hurricane for the later point of the stage and take it off auto and use it against some of the stronger boss monsters if we need. But as of right now, I don't think we need to because we seem to be doing just fine. Currently, the debuff on Dark Cacao is Injury. And that is the injury he is inflicting, not necessarily the injury he's taking. Corruption on Eclair. The corruption debuff must be from the enemy side, so might be nice to find out what that is, because I'm not entirely sure yet. It wasn't listed in the regular debuffs. As you can see, healing decrease, shield decrease, enemy debuff resistance. But what is corruption? Two levels of corruption on him. Yeah, it'll be interesting to find out what that ability is. Has to be coming from the enemy side, as none of my people have the ability to cast corruption anywhere. So that's interesting. Must be a new ability though. I haven't personally seen it. (13-9). We should have enough energy to get through all the stages. Maybe even dark mode, but at least story mode without a doubt. I believe they updated Parfait's animation because that looked a little similar to Cream Puff's successful attack. So I do wonder if that got updated, because I don't personally remember seeing that from Parfait, but that could just be my lack of awareness. But that is interesting. Alright, next cutscene. Look at that Caramel Arrow cookie. So, is Caramel Arrow just an NPC that we can't get yet? Or will Caramel Arrow be someone that we can get at a later point? Hard to say, I guess, but there's confirmation of Caramel Arrow in the game, but we just don't have the abilities to get Caramel Arrow at the current point. I swear to return to the Citadel and prove my innocence. Okay, so must be the Caramel Arrow is an outcast, maybe part of the bandits. So yeah, I think we will see more about the bandits. There is no truth to these claims. It was my own rations that I decided to share, and my own time I invested. How impious. Are you accusing this humble court of failing to serve our cookies? So Affogato is definitely a political cookie for sure. You have twisted my words and their intent. If loitering outside these walls is what you enjoy, why not be repositioned as first snowplower? My liege, I believe it is wise that this lackadaisical cookie before you be banished from our stalwart castle. So be it. Ooh. You know, I wonder if Affogato is mind controlling Dark Cacao Cookie. Wow. Yeah, if the king hasn't been protecting and Affogato has poisonous ways, maybe Affogato has poisoned King Dark Cacao's mind. Huh. Interesting. Let's move on to 3-15. As you can see, the force is still holding up strong. Not taking too much damage from this team. Then again, maybe we are taking enough damage and we're just out healing it. But that's why I chose this setup, because I figured it was the likeliest to get through, especially with healing debuffs. Ooh. Here we go. Frozen Peak Plower. That's a cool name. It's pretty bulky, that's for sure. But we were able to take it down. Once again, I'll show you the stats at the end of this one. Whatever happens, stay awake and focus. Take this. Oh, wow, that's cool. I really hope that we get Caramel Arrow at some point, because that was a very cool thing. So Cotton did the most damage this time. Is everyone safe and in one piece? We're from a faraway kingdom. You saved our dough back there. Pleasure to meet you. Huh. Interesting. So I do wonder when we will have access to a Caramel Arrow, hopefully. Perhaps the rumors are true. What do you guys think about Caramel Arrow? Do you think that we'll get a secondary banner like we got a few months ago to pull Caramel Arrow in like a couple weeks? Do you think it's just a really well-built NPC character? Let me know in the comments what your opinions are, and if that cookie is someone we'll be able to get in time. Earthbread is in danger. We are almost inside the castle. So as you can see, the healing team is still doing really well. The shields from Pure Vanilla and Eclair are doing just fine. If we have to end up fighting Dark Cacao in the last one, Eclair and Pure Vanilla might not be as beneficial, just because of those shields being eaten away. But we will see on that. We're gonna definitely go give the battle a try, at the very least. (13-13). New owl-like creature. Snow owl. Okay. My first impressions, though, for Dark Cacao and Affogato they're pretty awesome. They've got a lot of different potential builds to them, a lot of different setups that I'm sure we'll find over time. I'm very interested to see what the totality is of the meta change from both of them, and if we'll get a specific team meta that seems to overpower all the rest. I did try Dark Cacao in place of Hollyberry, who I have Hollyberry as a 3-star. With the setups that I did, I was not able to handle meta teams in Arena as easily. So it looks like Dark Cacao at the baser levels is not handling as the same as Hollyberry. So I wouldn't consider Hollyberry a waste of effort still. But I think maybe Hollyberry and Dark Cacao paired together, maybe removing Pure Vanilla, that may be the combination that strikes the most interest in Arena. But it will be hard to tell. The Song of the Hurricane, I'm still unsure if it's going to be an Arena type of meta. Honor the Watchers who have fallen in the line of duty. Wow. Wow. Well, I didn't realize that that's what the monument was for. That's awesome. Alright, I'm going to cut the video here for part 1. We got through the first 15 stages. I will send up another video when we get on to part 2 and clear the rest of the remaining stages after this cutscene. I appreciate everyone coming out, and I'm very interested to see if Carmel Arrow is someone that we can get over time, or if it's just a really great NPC build. But it is definitely something that should be discussed and that we should look into. Affogato is definitely a key part of this story. It seems that I'm pretty sure that any mind control is potentially coming from Affogato, but I will definitely go look through once we get to the next part of the video. Just finishing out this cutscene first. Alright, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video for the second part of the story.